Coming to next biotic component, microorganisms. Microorganisms are also known as decomposers. Decomposers are the organisms which derive their food from dead and decaying plants and animals. First of all, I want to ask you one question. What are microorganisms? Micro, yes, micro means very, very small, or which we cannot see with our naked eyes, right? So that is why microorganisms are known as microorganisms, as we cannot see them as such in front of our eyes. Okay. Decomposers. Decomposers feed on remains of animals, as I told you earlier also. But how? By digesting dead matter, or by digesting dead bodies of plants and animals, and put their nutrients back into the soil and making it available to plants again for its growth. See, microorganisms. Microorganisms, it breaks down the dead and decaying plants by digesting it, and when its digestion is complete, the remains, or after digestion, it changes into minerals. These minerals goes into the soil, and you know very well plants grow well in mineral rich soil. This process is known as recycling of minerals. How? Soil give birth to plants, and plants are taken up by animals. As carnivores eat grass, as herbivores take plants, and herbivores are eaten up by carnivores, right? So both these plants and animals' dead bodies are eaten by decomposers, which are very small microorganisms, right? And it changes their dead bodies into minerals. This process is known as decomposition. Decomposition means breaking down of dead and decaying matter into simpler forms. This process is known as decomposition. And when it changes into minerals, again it goes back into soil. This whole process looks like a cycle. Soil to plants, plants to animals, animals to and plants both to decomposers, and from decomposers to minerals, and from minerals back into soil. So it's like in the form of cycle only. It goes like a recycling. So this is known as recycling of minerals, as in this process minerals are used again and again in the same process. So animals and birds like jackal, crows, vulture, kites, they all consume dead bodies of animals, right? So they are not microorganisms, but they help us in keeping environment clean by eating their dead bodies. So they are known as scavengers, which do not hunt living animals, but they eat dead bodies of animals. They do not kill them, but they eat killed one bodies, okay, of the animals. So these are known as scavengers. Scavengers, decomposers, and microorganisms. Let me show you one more example. See this picture. Fruits. These are the strawberries, yummy strawberries. This white colored cottony growth, you know very well, it is the growth of fungi, right? Fungi you have studied earlier in class 5th also. Fungi and bacteria are the two microorganisms which can spoil our food, right? So in this picture, fungi has spoiled these strawberries, right? So these strawberries or these things are spoiled by microorganisms only, which digest it and converts it into minerals. So this process is known as decomposition, right? Microorganisms and scavengers both helps our environment clean, keeping our environment clean. So they ultimately mix minerals with the soil and helps in balancing the recycling of minerals. There is one question. If dead organisms cannot be decomposed, then what will happen? See, you can see here, it is written, their number will go on increasing and there will be no space left for our living organisms. So it is the rule of nature that dead bodies of organisms should be decomposed, so that environment should be left clean for our living. And even some bacteria present in air, water and soil also causes various diseases, right? As you people have heard now, also the viruses, coronavirus, etc., they all that is a airborne disease. It causes airborne disease. Now the question arises, do microorganisms can break any kind of material? No. They cannot break all kinds of materials. They can only decompose biodegradable materials. Biodegradable, as you have read in your lower classes also, for making some charts regarding it, you have heard in your news वगैरह, news में भी आपने सुना होगा, right? So bio means living. Always bio word means living, right? Degradable means decomposable or which can be breakable, जिसको हम तोड़ सकें, right? So biodegradable materials which can be easily broken down into simpler substances by microorganisms, right? These can be broken down by microorganisms. So that is why they are known as biodegradable. Living organisms इनको क्या कर दें, break कर दें बीच में से. They can break into very simple forms. That is why they are known as biodegradable materials, right? Now what kind of materials are biodegradable materials? Think about that. See, paper, paper, fruits, vegetables. I am dictating only, you can keep noting down the examples as you know very well. Fruits, paper and vegetables and trees, plants, right? Plants हो गए, plants living है ना, they are the living. Trees, plants, fruits, vegetables, etc. These all are the biodegradable materials which can be easily broken down by microorganisms. But think about plastic. Plastic. It cannot be broken down by the microorganisms. No. They cannot be broken down further into simpler substances by microorganisms because they are not biodegradable. They are non-biodegradable or which cannot be broken down, right? If such materials get accumulated in our sewerage system, it leads to blocking of drains in the cities, right? So if we burn it, हम इनको कहीं पे भी नहीं dump कर सकते. It is really harmful for our environment, right? Like plastic causes air pollution also when we burn it, and it get clogs or it get blocked in the drains or in the water bodies, right? And it again causes harm to aquatic life or the animals living in water also, right? So we should make less use of plastic. Twin bin system. In your school also you have used twin bin system. One of one of blue color and one of green color, right? You say we can separate biodegradable things in one bin and in other one non-biodegradable things like plastics, pens, right? and sharpeners, etc. These can be, we can put in one dustbin, in non-biodegradable one, right, blue one, and in the other green one we can put biodegradable ones, right. Blue bins are for non-biodegradable waste, right, like plastic, aluminium foils, glass, batteries, etc. Right, these cannot be broken down by microorganisms. But in green bins, biodegradable waste can be disposed of. Vegetables waste, paper, cloth, cardboard, etc. or plant products, right? All the plant products are biodegradable. Remember one thing, we get vegetables from plants, we get our furniture from plants, you get your pencils, right, rubber, etc. The things which you get from plants are all biodegradable plants, right, are all the biodegradable. Okay, so you must have understand now about biodegradable and non-biodegradable, right? Okay, so it is very important for us to segregate these two types of waste, right? In your third class you have heard about the compost word. Compost word, what you used to what you have to do in compost making, you have to dig a pit and put garbage in that, cover with newspaper and leave it for 3 months. After 3 months you will get a good quality compost for your plants, which you can put in your fields and gardens, so that it is very beneficial for your plants. Okay, dry leaves वगैरह, these all can be used for making compost. In compost making, the early which you read in third class, that compost, it is not including any kind of worms in it. But one more composting type is there, known as vermicomposting. Vermicomposting is very excellent and very good soil conditioner. You can see here in this picture, these are the worms, also known as red worms, like earthworms you have seen na? In rainy seasons earthworms are there. That earthworms, that kinds are known as red worms.